Tonight, outrage is growing against American Airlines as it tries to legally distance itself from the alleged complaint and alleged criminal acts of a flight attendant. 36-year-old Estes Thompson, a flight attendant, is accused of committing those acts while working on American flights. Thompson is charged with sexually exploiting children, possessing child pornography. Prosecutors say he took illicit pictures of underage girls on flights he worked. Thompson was arrested after allegedly getting caught while trying to record a 14-year-old girl in an airplane bathroom last September. The teenager said Thompson directed her to a specific bathroom on board the flight, and once inside, she said, she saw this phone taped to the toilet seat. She's a quick-thinking girl, so she took a picture of it and told her parents, which led to Thompson's arrest when the plane landed. The FBI says a search of his iCloud account turned up even more illicit pictures of other girls, all using airplane bathrooms, including a 9-year-old girl whose unsuspecting parents were horrified when the FBI notified them about the images. Thompson and American Airlines are being sued by the families of both girls. The suits claim the airline knew or should have known that Thompson was a danger. But now the airline is asking a judge to dismiss it from the suit, saying it's not liable for the acts or crimes of its employees. We've reached out to American Airlines for a statement, are waiting still to hear back. Meanwhile, we're joined by Paul Llewellyn, the attorney representing both families. Paul, thanks so much for joining us. This is so disturbing. First of all, how are both girls doing?
Obviously, it's difficult. It's every parent's worst nightmare for this to happen to their daughters. Obviously, the parents' concern right now is the well-being of their daughters. But understandably, this has had a very significant impact on them. And who knows the impact that it'll have in the future. So, like I said, the family's concern right now is the well-being of their daughters.
This week, Thompson was ordered to remain in jail until the trial. Will the families testify against him?
Too early to say right now. That would be an issue for the prosecutors in that case, but I wouldn't be surprised if they are required to testify, yes.
So American Airlines is saying, don't blame us for Thompson's alleged perverted behavior, but they hired him and they put him in a position of supreme authority, which all flight attendants have on flights. Passengers, may I remind everybody, face federal penalties if they refuse to obey a flight attendant.
Exactly. In my view is, have they no shame? You know, this happened on their flight. We understand that allegedly there were at least 5 victims of this flight attendant. This terrible thing happens on the flight. And what do now? They try and wash their hands of it. Sorry, well, this is a risk you take when you fly. Yes, we may hire pedophiles. That's your risk. That's your risk when you fly. It is absolutely outrageous. They should be ashamed of themselves. And why, instead of filing these frivolous motions, in my view, don't they finally take responsibility for what happened? In the months since this happened, they have not even bothered to reach out to either family to ask, how are they doing? How are the girls doing? In my view, actions speak far louder than words. All they do, they just issue these public statements. We take passenger safety very seriously. Well, their inaction really shows how seriously they take this.
So Thompson allegedly committed these crimes while working, while on an American Airlines airplane. On what grounds is the airline claiming immunity?
I don't know. I candidly don't know. And like I said, it is time for American Airlines to accept responsibility for what happened. And if they don't accept responsibility, I'm very confident that a North Carolina jury and a Texas jury will hold American Airlines fully responsible for this.
Yeah, it raises a lot of questions about what kind of screening process goes into hiring these flight attendants who, once again, have supreme authority on board these flights. Paul Llewellyn, keep us posted on how this lawsuit unfolds. Really appreciate it, and send our best to the families.
Thank you, and thanks for having me.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.